let's dive down into the top classes. Season 4 Warzone. Stay tuned.
Alright guys, today we're going to be looking into the top classes for Season 4 Warzone, what my personal loadouts would be, and what I would be running in the brand new season with all the balancing changes. Also, before we get into the video, I am, once again, sponsored by Raise Energy. Sugar-free energy drinks. Make sure you guys use code SONGNIGHT for 15% off at checkout. With that said, let's get right into the video. Class numero uno. Amax is still daddy. You're running the same attachments on it that you were running before. That's Monolithic, Zodiac, Commando, 45 round drum, as well as the VLK. If you have the T-Pose VLK, more power to you. My meta SMG that I've been using all the time lately is going to be the PPSH. PPSH with the Groove Suppressor, Patrol Grip, Tiger Team Spotlight, Raider Stock, Spetsnaz, 71 round drum. You can use the 55 round drum. Okay? You only lose reload quickness with this. This you lose aim down sight time. The reload time is the same. The reload time is the same, but you ADS a little bit slower. So it changes it from like you're losing 30 milliseconds to like 45.45 milliseconds. So 0.30 to 0.45. So you're adding like by 15.15 milliseconds. I've been using the 71 round drum. I like the 71 round drum. You can also use the 55, just depending on how you're feeling. Okay? Next class. Class number 2 is going to be the MG82. Mine is not leveled up all the way. However, I am going to be rocking the agency suppressor on this. Right now I have the regular suppressor. I'm going to be rocking the Task Force barrel or the match grade barrel. They changed the barrels. Make sure you guys check them out. Here, let me pull up. You can also run a stoner with the same exact build. The match grade barrel and the Task Force barrel do the exact same thing, except the Task Force, your aim walking movement speed is decreased a little bit more, and your recoil control is increased a little bit more with the Task Force, and it's the opposite. So you get a little bit less recoil control, but a little bit quicker movement speed. You're not penalized as heavily when using the match grade. Personally, I would use the Task Force because this is going to be a long-range gun build. That being said, back to the MG82. You're running Suppressor, you're running Task Force, you're not running a laser. You're going to be running the Field Agent Grip, which is going to be all the way down at the bottom. You're going to be using the Fast Mag, as well as, of course, the Axial 3 Arms VLK. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, plus your Field Agent Grip is going to be 5. That's going to be a sick gun this season. It will be nerfed. I promise you this gun will be nerfed, but at the beginning, it will be overpowered. Make sure you go and you level it up. Sniper rifles. Kar 98K is still king in my opinion. However, the Swiss K31 is also up there. Going through the build on the Kar 98K, you got the Monolithic, the Singard arms, attack laser, regular sniper scope, stippled grip tape. Personally, on mine, I use the second reticle over. That is the reticle I like to use. However, I know a lot of people like this one over here. If you have that one unlocked, feel more than free to use it. The Cold War ARs got a massive buff in this update. So, in your Cold War ARs, I'm still using the regular suppressor on this AK build. The AK is going to be the best sniper support gun that there is. I cannot be convinced otherwise. You're using the regular sound suppressor to speed up your ADS time, bullet velocity, sprint to fire speed, all that good stuff. You're using the regular suppressor for that. Tiger Team Spotlight, so you increase mobility, 45 round speed mag, micro reflex, and the skeletal stock. Now, they did change the barrels significantly, so if you have trouble with recoil control, you can take off the stock, and what you're going to do is you're going to slap on, probably this one. You're probably going to use the VDV reinforced. So, you're going to get basically all the stuff that you would from the Task Force, but just not quite as much. So, say the VDV, say the reinforced barrel, you get like 10% recoil control. Over here, you're getting 20. But you're also not getting penalized as heavy for your aim walking movement speed as you would be on the RPK barrel, which would be the task force barrel for other guns. So if you have trouble controlling recoil, that's what you're going to want to do. Also, if you also have trouble with recoil control, take this off, slap on this, slap on this. This thing is not going to move. It's going to be an absolute laser beam. You can run this as an AR. All you got to do this, do this. That's your AR build, okay? If 45 rounds isn't enough, slap on the 60 rounder. And if you don't care about ADS speed, you slap on the 60 round fast mag. The AK is going to be insane this season, especially if they touch the AMAX again. AMAX is starting to get borderline. It's still daddy, but it's starting to get borderline, okay? Next, Cold War MP5, still nasty. This is my Cold War MP5 build. This is the build that I dropped the 30 bomb with, okay? Agency suppressor. It's going to help with your vertical recoil control because this thing moves straight up, but it's strong. It's going to help with vertical recoil control. Bruiser grip, movement speed. Your hip fire accuracy on this is not good, so you're going to try and improve your hip fire accuracy a little bit as well as your movement speed. So you're going to use the bruiser grip. 50 round fast mag. I want to get my reload done as soon as possible. It's a submachine gun. I don't really care about ADS time. It's going to be fast. Target team spotlight for mobility. Now, if you don't really care about your mobility and you struggle with recoil, okay, you're going to once again take these off and you're going to slap on field agent grip, and that's going to help you. You're going to leave the Tiger team and you're going to slap on the field agent. You struggle with recoil control. I'm personally using the bruiser. Just pull down on the stick. Also, by not using a barrel on the MP5 preview weapon, you get the luxury of having this nice iron sight. I'm hoping you guys can see that. You get that clear iron sight if you have a variant of the MP5. Last season, we got one out of the battle pass. You can use that one. The barrel changes do not apply to submachine guns. The task force barrel, if you throw it on your MP5, you will have more vertical and horizontal recoil. That only applies to AR, the Cold War ARs, as well as LMGs that you're going to get the recoil control benefits from. They're trying to make the Cold War ARs more competitive with the Modern Warfare ARs. As you guys know, when you're using your AMAX and you have the Zodiac barrel on, the heavier the barrel, the more recoil you get, the more recoil control you get. So if you were to use the Squall barrel, which is the tiny one, you're going to have more recoil, okay? Not a heavier barrel. The Zodiac barrel, heavier barrel, more recoil control. That's why they're changing it. They're trying to make them more competitive. So, Cold War MP5, if your barrel stuffing people is still going to be really good. Obviously, we're rocking the Raider stock. You gotta get the sprint to fire time down as well as the strafe speed. You're chilling with that. But your hip fire accuracy will suffer. On your fully loaded class, okay? The Strela rocket launcher is still completely broken. This thing is hit scan, and it will one-shot people. RPGs all the way back in Season 1, this is worse. If you are in a building, and if there's someone in a building, and you have a Strela, point it at the window, shoot, they will go down, I promise you. I've seen it done before, I've done it. It's the most ridiculous thing, and not many people are using it. Because it's kind of a one-dimensional thing. But if you're rocking your fully loaded Ghost, and you just landed on your loadout, and you don't have a secondary, that's what I'm grabbing. Speaking of secondaries, on another one of my fully loaded Ghosts, I'm rocking the AMAX, Monolithic Suppressor, Zodiac Barrel, Commando, 45, and that's what I'm running fully loaded on. My secondary is a Renetti. The reason why I'm using a Renetti is because you cannot put fully loaded on Cold War guns. So, on this, I'm running Monolithic, Burst Mod, Lightweight Trigger, 27 round mag. Just like when it was overpowered, I'm running fully loaded on that too. That way, as soon as I kill someone, I'm able to pick up their submachine gun. I got max ammo for my sub and my AR. Chances are they're probably going to be running AMAX. I swap my AMAX out for theirs. They're going to be running the same attachments, just without fully loaded. They're going to have the 3 times on there. They'll be chilling. That's the top loadouts for Season 4. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. I try and post videos every other day on the channel. Make sure you guys check me out on Twitter. I also live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/songknife. Go check out the stream sometime.